From the looks of it, I'd say the clavis is on the other side of this thing. I can't think of anything else that would be so heavily sealed. Seems like a regular crux won't cut it this time. We'll need something extra special. I guess it's back to the hunt for us.
The gate which protects the clavis is very heavily sealed. It's almost certain that you won't be able to open it without a special crux designed for such a purpose. Find that crux. Light, are you keeping an eye on your surroundings? That crest marks another seal, but I think you'll be able to break it with your powers. The other crux, of course. Alright, you can't break this seal with brute force. Not surprising. I'd say this is a shortcut out of the ruins. Good to know if you need to get back to the desert fast. Since you went to the trouble of unsealing the door, why don't you follow the path and see exactly where it leads?
I've been surveying the desert all these long years. But I have been completely flummoxed by those... I've been surveying...
It looks like someone who might be of some use has finally shown up. I was beginning to think that the world might end before that would happen. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, stranger. I am an exploratory rover bot called Bhakti.
What is this? An AI? Why are you here?
Oh, there are so many things I could tell you, and I would love to, but I'm afraid I'm most dreadfully low on fuel. And so I must ask you to consider my most unworthy plea before any explanations can be given.
I think I know what you're gonna say.
Yes, I could tell you were intelligent. It is just as you suspect. I hope that you might assist me in procuring fuel. Of the robot variety.
You expect me to head out into this huge desert and hope I'll strike oil?
Oil? I am a precision instrument. No, I need specific fuel from these locations. Near the sundry shop. In the bandit settlement. Beside the Adamantis skeleton. Somewhere at the base of that lofty and once great lighthouse. Those are the only locations I have detected so far. However, there may be others yet that I am unaware of.
I can have a look. How much do you need?
Ah, a worthy question. I think about 3 inertia worth should get me by long enough. I am depending on your assistance. I need that fuel to save my comrades as soon as I possibly can.
There are more of you?
Yes, and I expect my comrades are most eagerly awaiting me. And now you should feel an emotional responsibility to help me, should you not? I'm so glad that we could bond like this.
That is some programming you have.
It seems that robots like that Bhakti were used by the bandits to help map out the ruins once. I'm surprised that any of the bots are still functioning.
It certainly looked its age, but it carried on a conversation fine enough. Someone did a good job.
I don't think those kinds of bots came with conversational functions. I guess someone must have tinkered with it.
Thank you very much. I feel so lubricated once again. Though, my bearings do creak quite a bit after so long without servicing. But I suppose I am just a robot. A few creaks are only natural. I do envy you humans, who do not need regular maintenance.
Maintenance? No. But we do get hurt, and then we need rest and care if we want to get better.
Yes, but the humans these days do not age nor die, compared to a robot that will never get better if it breaks down. Yours is a life of infinite chances.
Well, now you have a chance of your own. So what about those friends of yours who need saving?
They are just this way. Follow me. I was able to successfully bore through this stubborn wall, thanks to my new fuel. However, it needs one more strong push to break through it. Everyone, I do apologize for your long wait. You must have been quite troubled by being trapped in here for such a long time. Do not worry. You are free now to leave. There does not appear to be a response. Do you suppose they are sleeping?
Are your friends out of fuel too? If they're like you, then they'll just need their tanks filled to be up and running again.
I'm afraid they would have little use for such fuel. They are humans after all.
What did you say?
We've been trapped for some time now. There's no food or water left. It looks like this is the end for us at last. If you're reading this, I hope you'll respect the wishes of the dead. Take our remains and give us a decent burial. Oh, and one other thing. I imagine you found a robot on the other side of this wall. If it stopped working, please bury it together with us. If it's still moving though, please fix it up and find it a new home. We may look like fools for worrying about an old robot in our last moments, but Bhakti is not just a robot. He has always been our greatest ally, companion, and friend.
My goodness. Everyone looks quite different than I seem to recall. Why have you become so thin? Did the many long years spent in this dry desert air absorb the moisture from your bodies?
These people.
My friends, they do not seem to be able to start up. If they have broken down, I will need to obtain new parts and repair them.
Bhakti, you can't repair a human like that. They're just gone. When humans die, they never wake up again.
Never start up again? But we are finally reunited after so long. I rationed my fuel so carefully, all in an effort to witness the end of the world together with them, my dear friends. I had no idea that they needed constant refueling. They must have thought that I had abandoned them here.
I don't think they did. They would have known that you were doing everything you could to save them. I'm sure they were grateful for that.
I thank you. Humans are a kind species. I truly did love these human companions of mine. Farewell, my friends.
Bhakti, you were the best friend these people could have hoped for. The light of these souls. They're the proof of how grateful your friends were. A good bandit always is, right?
Now, I don't want to sound like I'm complaining, but I don't see any kind of mural around here. What's the story?
How disappointing. This is certainly the spot, but it seems that you'll have to activate the mural before we can view it. The device is missing a key component. You need certain ancient artifacts, known as tablets. If you found them...
All right then, impress me. After all this, these murals better blow me away. Or else I'm gonna have some words for you. We used to have this old rhyme, you know. Come, pity poor Etro, she was left all alone. Her blood pouring forth in chaos to atone. Queen of nothing, goddess of death, so let her be known.
And then Lindsay, in his wisdom, used the blood that flowed from Etro to give birth to the first humans.
Yeah, so we could do his dirty work. Among my people, Lindsay was known as a trickster, never to be trusted. Though, in the end, even our own god was no different. Pulse used us and threw us away all the same.
Yeah, I think we've all learned not to trust the gods.
At least it gave me the chance to meet you all. But then, after hundreds more years in Crystal, we wake up again. And for what? So Vanille can go mad listening to the cries of the dead? The gods want to make us pawns. But Vanille and me, we're done playing their games. It needs to stop.
Vanille and Fang. They once supported Cocoon in their crystal sleep, frozen forever in time. But why did they awake now, at the end of everything? What purpose could God have in doing such a thing? What sort of plan does he have up his sleeve?
That's a piece of a crux, right? What is this? All we get is some rubbish. Really?
It's no rubbish. It's the crux to the sacred gate, or at least one piece of it. All you have to do is gather all the pieces and put them together.
So, 2 more to go, right? 3 seems to be our favorite number. 3 murals, 3 shrines, and now 3 crux pieces.
You've got all the tablets, right? Go around to each of the galleries. You should be able to see all 3 murals now.
No looking back.
You have found the 3 tablets? They almost appear to be parts for something. I see. I think I begin to perceive the truth of these tablets.
Of course, we weren't just sleeping away our days in that pillar. Hardly. We could feel what was going on in the world, though it all seemed like some sort of hazy dream. We saw you disappear. We also saw your sister head out on her journey. Eventually, we even got to see the world fall apart, and all time stop. You couldn't imagine how we felt as we watched as the world slowly crumbled apart, unable to do a damn thing. Like a nightmare you couldn't wake up from.
These ruins are like our backyard. If you're ever lost, just holler. One of us will show you the way. You think you can beat me?
Here in the world.
Holding up half the world when we were in that villa. We saved humanity. Not like it's something I can brag about, though. It wasn't heroic at all. It was more like atonement for all we'd done wrong before. No, not even that. There's no amount of atonement that will ever make right all the deaths we caused, or the lives we destroyed. I know Vanille worries about that too. She wants to make up for it, and she believes with all her heart that she can. But I don't think it's something that you can make up for, or erase. What's done is done, but she won't accept that.
I'd say this is a shortcut out of the ruins. Good to know if you need to get back to the desert. Since you went...
All right! I'm claiming this spot as mine to dig! Could this be?
Hey, Lightning. You feeling this? The air's different in here. I think we're close. We have to be. This heavy, cold atmosphere. It's got to be the power of the Clavis. What else could it be? Let's see this second mural. I paid for this show, and I want to get my money's worth. Hey, Lightning. What do you make of this, then?
It's the story of the gods. Or rather, the story of us. It shows how humanity was born from blood spilled by the goddess XIII. But we weren't made to live forever like this. We were put on the world to serve the gods, do their bidding, and then die.
But then the chaos broke through and changed the rules. Everything went pear-shaped, and suddenly it's like dying became an option. We became immortal, or that's how it felt at first.
You stopped aging the moment the chaos came, but misfortune and disease could still kill you.
And we don't multiply and fill the land anymore. No one's been born in centuries. You know, I always thought that death wasn't the end of us. Like our souls wouldn't disappear with our last breaths. They'd never really die. They'd come back. That's why I was never afraid to die for something I believed in. But now, I don't know. Dying feels like the end of the line. Like there's no hope of being reborn. Our souls will just get lost in the chaos forever. No second chances. I guess that's what Vanille wants to put a stop to. She figures this is her chance to save those lost souls. Some gear or something moved. It looks to me like another sealed path has been opened.
Let's go ahead and check it out.
The souls of the dead, crying out in their despair. No one else can see or hear them, so it's hard to appreciate what that would feel like. Do you think that Vanille is hearing the wishes of the dead? Is she hearing all of their regrets and desires?
We got the second piece. Let's go find the third.
You don't have to tell me. I'm more than ready to get that door open and get the Clavis.
You've got all the tablets, right? Go around to each of the galleries. You should be able to see all three murals now.
I always dreamed of becoming a bandit. Now I wonder why I ever waited so long. We will save further talk for later. You will have more to tell me after your next visit to the ruins. I look forward to that conversation greatly.
Hand over your fines, and I just might let you pay.
The Holy Clavis should be on the other side of that door.
The dark is so scary.
These ruins belong to us, and that's that!
The last mural, huh? And this'll give us the key we need to open the sacred gate. And we can finally reach the Clavis. Huh? If it isn't the man himself, the Order's idol, Benevelza, god of light. Death defiles the soul. Let salvation purify you. So the dead are unclean, is that what they think? And when Vanille performs the soul song, those bastards are going to make everything neat and tidy again.
What do you mean?
Don't you know? It's the ceremony that the Order's got planned. It's the reason they want the Holy Clavis. So Vanille can do their dirty work. Thing is, she's the only one who can hear the dead.
And the Clavis can draw the souls of the dead. Isn't that how it goes? So, what does the ceremony do? More than just summon the dead, I take it?
If you believe the Order, it's all putting the dead to rest and providing a salve for their tortured souls. That was enough for Vanille. Hook, line, and sinker. She says that she has to go through with the ceremony. She wants to atone for the past.
So it's what Vanille wants, this ceremony. But even knowing that, you have no intention of helping the Order?
Not in this lifetime.
The Order wishes for the soul song to be performed, a rite that they claim will purify the souls of the dead. If it might save the souls of those who have died since the fall, you should be lending your support.
Right, this should complete the crux.
Let's try it on the sacred gate.
Come on, the Clavis waits.